Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Again, my name is Tyler, as you can read here. Today, I want to touch on tool storage. This is almost as important as tools that you have. Simple reason being, you invest a lot of money in tools. You got to keep them safe somehow. Also, watch till the end of this video, and there's going to be a piece of advice here that might help you a lot. So, whenever you first get started, you're not going to make a lot of money. You're not going to be making a ton. We know there's US General. US General makes decent toolboxes to start with. These toolboxes are going to fill up rapidly, simply because they are not professional grade. You overload them, they will break. I'm speaking from personal experience here. I started with a Husky toolbox. After about 6 months, the slides were trash. The top drawer actually fell off of this toolbox. This is something for you to get started with. This is not a career toolbox. So, we move up into the service carts, the professional service carts. Let's talk about Matco and Snap-on. Matco's toolbox, or Matco's roll cart, the 773. I do believe it's 773, it may be 770, I'm not exactly sure. I will have to post a link down in the description below. Most of the stuff that I talk about today will be in the description below. So, their toolbox, their roll cart, I worked out of it for 5 years. 5 years, and this thing is still going today. I have way overloaded this toolbox. That one has a cost of $2179.50. Yes, it's a lot of money. Again, wait until the end of this video. I might have something to help you. Snap-ons is a little bit bigger. It's about 100 square inches bigger, but it has a cost of $3,160 for this roll cart. There's a lot of different toolboxes. You know, you've got your roll carts. You have got your single bays, double bays, triple bays, quad bays, octuple bays. You know, the quad bays and octuple bays, those are a totally different subject. We will touch on those later on in this channel. That includes your Mac Tools Titan and your Snap-on Epic. I do not believe Matco has one yet. So single bays. You don't have a lot of options with single bays. I think the most options you are going to have is going to be with Snap-on. I'm mostly going to be focusing on US General, Icon, Matco, and Snap-on, simply because I cannot find very much information on Mac. Hang on just one second. Dr. Pepper break. Mac really does not post a lot of their information online. But if you have a Mac distributor, they have their own toolbox configurer online. So the single bays. Again, this is going to fill up rapidly. You know, your US General, it's $300. Don't expect a lot out of this box. The Icon is $2699.99. $2,700 for a Harbor Freight toolbox. Harbor Freight does not finance. Remember that from the last video we talked about financing. Matco only offers a single bay in a 4S series. If you wanted a top tier, you cannot buy it from Matco. You cannot get their 6S, you cannot get their Revel X in a single bay toolbox. The Matco 4S, 2764 square inches. Price on that one there is actually less than Harbor Freight at $1,934.50 online. Talk to your distributors, they may be able to work you a deal if this is a way that you want to go. Snap-on, Heritage Series. This is their lower end toolbox. This is their beginner's toolbox. 4,251 square inches. Has a cost of $2,290. Their Master Series, which is almost their top tier, only superseded by the Epic. The Epic is a totally different monster. Remember that. We're not going into Epics today. It has a square inch rating of 6585 square inches. Has a cost of $58.85. Double bays. They're expensive. They are expensive. US General. Remember that. Not gonna last you long. That one's $500. Good to start with. Not a career toolbox. The Icon. You're looking at about $4,000. The Matco 4S. $46,8435. 6S, $10,317.40. This is for a 6S Matco. Again, I did not go into Revels. Snap-ons, Heritage Series. $37.45. Master Series. $96.95. These things are expensive. If you're going for sheer size, the 6S is going to be the biggest one out there. The 6S has a cubic inch rating of 10,916 square inches. That's the biggest double bay you can get. Triple bays, again, they're a different animal. Let's go into that real quick. Just gonna fly through this, then we'll get on to the secret that may help you save money. US General, $1,200. It's not built to last. I'm sorry, in this industry, it will not last. You cannot work out of this toolbox your entire career. You cannot do it. Icon, $5,000, $5,000 for a Harbor Freight toolbox with no options to finance. If you don't have $5,000 in your pocket right now, you will not take that toolbox home. I'm sorry, that's how it works. Matco 4S, about $7,300. This one actually has 7,252 square inches. Now, we're going to jump over to the 6S, which is 76 inches wide, 25 inches deep. This one has a square inch rating of 12,590 square inches. This is all space that you can lay your tools out. I don't care about cubic inches. Cubic inches, nobody fills these drawers completely full to the top. Okay, that one there's $12,331.85. Excuse me. For a Snap-on triple bank, you have to go up to the Classic Series. This is their mid-grade toolbox. This one here is 8,604 square inches. $69.90. It's not a bad price. Now, on to my toolbox. I have this exact toolbox. This is the Snap-on Triple Bank Master Series 7023. And whenever I tell you this is a big box to fill, it is a gigantic box to fill. I know there's larger out there. But you've also got to remember, for 5 years, I worked out of a roll cart, a tool cart, whatever you want to call it. And mine was just absolutely overflowing. And I started moving my stuff into this box and realized just how big this triple bank was. Triple bank, triple bay, whatever. Okay. This toolbox, 73 inches long, it's 30 inches deep. So for me to work out of this toolbox, I have to have a minimum of 6 foot for me to open the drawers on this toolbox. That does not do you justice. Me telling you that does not help you. I did not understand how big this toolbox was whenever I bought it. So it has a square inch rating of 11,500 square inches, roughly. This thing new is $11,615 without the stainless steel top, which mine has. With the stainless steel top, you're looking at about 12 to 13,000 and some change. With that being said, let's go on to that little secret that I told you about. These toolboxes are like vehicles. These name brand toolboxes, just because I sat here and I told you, you know, my toolbox is $13,000. I did not pay $13,000 for this toolbox. I bought this toolbox new off the Mack tool truck. Or I'm sorry, I bought this toolbox used off the Mack tool truck about 6 months ago. I gave less than half price for this toolbox, and this toolbox is a 1-year-old toolbox that looks brand new. The previous owner took care of this thing. The Mack man actually traded him a tool cart and truck credit because he needed a smaller box. He changed jobs and no longer needed this massive toolbox. So, with that being said, whenever I purchased this toolbox, I've already told you it's about $12,000 to $13,000 new. I gave $5,000 for this toolbox. And if you tell me that everything name brand is overpriced, remember, there are used options. These dealers take in trades all the time. Whether it be toolboxes, tools, whatever, they take it in on trade and they pass that savings on to you. Remember that. Y'all have a great day. Good afternoon. Bye.